Oh, hang on a second. Gonna get this ready. Let's see here. Let's see here. See, I'm like texting. I'm making a text right now to where I just, well, the person I was just with, hanging out drinking. So you should know that right off the bat that I've had like a bunch of glasses of wine, and I'm just trying to get the lighting together here for this. Let's see here. Back in 2020, during lockdown and stuff, I did a lot of sort of on-camera stuff. And one of the things I did was, here we go. To add to the lighting, I would bring up what I'm bringing up now, which is sort of like a fire, like a fireplace. And I put it on, I made a loop. So I've got kind of a cool red, let me look at myself for just a second right there. You can kind of see the red of the fire. Yeah, you can see the sort of burning fire thing. What is this? If I do this, ooh, that's a little too intense. Anyway, I wanted to check in. I just had a really great time hanging out with a friend, drinking wine, talking about all kinds of stuff. My friend Monica. And I had a great week. Last weekend, I did a 48-hour film festival. So I'm kind of in a good place. But if I'm here to talk about my teeth, the sort of the background noise to everything that I'm doing is my teeth and the fact that I've got to sort of deal with the situation. I've dealt with it a little bit. I've gone a little bit further into AI and ChatGPT to look for information. I've actually been speaking about this to people in my life, the sort of situation I'm dealing with, because it's something that I haven't spoken with anybody typically at all ever in my life. And part of the whole process I'm going through is being able to do that. And the thing about that is that it's all sort of couched in this idea of like, well, who am I to make such a big deal about my circumstance that I've got to like raise money or do whatever I need to do to deal with this teeth thing that I got to deal with, to raise money, to do whatever I need to do to decide exactly what I'm going to do to sort of handle this, because it is a thing. It's a thing about my body that I have to deal with, and no matter what is going on with me, and no matter what the story is I'm telling about myself, my body needs attention. Right now, that body is in my teeth. And, oops, my fire stopped. Anyway, the thing about it is that maybe it's just a cool red light now. I don't know. But here's the thing is that I'm in my life, my little life here, everybody in their life all over the planet is doing all kinds of things and dealing with all kinds of trials and tribulations and terrible stuff. But here I am because I'm able to making videos about my situation, which has to do with a big pile of money and getting my teeth sorted out, my mouth sorted out in terms of like the disease literally that I have in my mouth. And so I'm really just kind of going to babble here because after all, like I already mentioned, I was drinking tonight. But it is sort of this background noise to everything of having an incredible week this week, and feeling that, well, one, I'm willing to talk about it. I'm willing to come home from like a bunch of glasses of red wine with my friend, that I get home and I think I really need to sort of post another video. Now, why do I feel that? Is because I made this commitment that I was going to do it and people are going to see it or not. And it's like I'm still sort of thinking about that a whole lot, about like, well, I'm doing this thing, but nobody is seeing the thing that I'm doing. And right now, I guess that's okay because I need to kind of get used to the idea of talking about this. So, this being my teeth, this being, you know, the thing that I'm up against, that is kind of this, again, like I said a minute ago, background noise to everything. It's like, well, this is a thing that I have to deal with. This is not going away. And so, you know, I'm going into the weekend. I've had this incredibly creative, wonderful, fabulous like week. and I need to sort of apply the experiences that I've had, like for instance, working on a 48-hour film last weekend, which was incredible, to apply that creativity to how I'm going to deal with this thing. And that has to do with the practical reality of like raising money and doing that. It also has to do with the basically the I don't know, psychological reality, you might say, of how I deal with this, and that I just sort of believe that it matters enough that because I have a computer and then I have a phone and I have a camera that I can sort of like babble on about this, that I'm going to do that. And I try to take all of that into account, and it's a lot of what I think about in terms of why me, why does my situation matter? It just matters because I say it matters, and it doesn't mean that other people's situations don't matter. I'm not waiting for a bomb to come through the ceiling. I'm not waiting for all kinds of terrible things that all kinds of people in the world are thinking that it's going to, the worst thing in the world is going to happen to them, and not worried about their periodontist. But here I am, you know. And I thought when I got home, even though I knew that I was kind of like three sheets, I'm not quite three sheets to the wind. I think I'm kind of articulate, but able to sort of articulate stuff. But I really am just going to ramble, and I really just wanted to sort of log in. So whatever you're dealing with in your life, people who are watching this, if anyone's watching this, however you're relating to your body and what's going well or not well with it. I'm just like somebody who's posting a video online about it. And I would encourage anybody to do what I'm doing, besides the sort of, financial sort of aspects of it. Because no matter how it stacks up no matter how much it stacks up in terms of all of the humans out there living their lives and everything that they are dealing with, all 8 billion of them, doesn't matter. What you are going through matters, and if you want to communicate it, communicate it. This is what I tell myself, that I'm doing it just because I want to do it, and I was moved to do it, and there's nothing special about me except the fact that I'm doing this, if that's in fact special.